What's up, guys? Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh, and I am just your average Joe day trader. Hey, guys, it is Tuesday afternoon. Market's closed. It's almost 6 p.m., and we're going to spend just a few minutes talking a little bit about what happened today in the market, what news was driving the market, because, man, there was a lot of it today. How did it affect the market overall, and what are we looking at going into tomorrow morning, being Wednesday, July 16th? Well, so let's first say that obviously we had multiple opportunities today where the president, Donald Trump, was at a microphone or at a podium and he was talking. So you know that there's tons of conflicting opinions and feelings about when the president gets in front of the microphone and he starts talking about the different things that have gone on. You've experienced the big, beautiful bill, the build up to that, the passing of that, what happened after that. We're now back in tariff talk and the fear of the tariffs, which shouldn't be any fear at all. But the greed of the market, the sentiment, emotions that just play in over and over again based on the news, based on geopolitical, based on the wars, based on what's happening with Putin and Ukraine, with Zelensky. I mean, God, there's so many things that are going on right now that basically cause the market not to trend, not to trade on statistics and analysis and technicals, but trade on emotions. And you personally, as a day trader or as an investor, and this is my opinion, and I'm not providing any type of financial advice, but my advice to you as a trader, as a retail day trader, to others that want to be investors into this market, into this future, into their retirements account is you've got to learn how to control and manage your emotions based on what you're seeing. Could I sit in front of the news and watch the news and be like, oh my gosh, get upset one way or the other? Absolutely. Do I allow it to upset me one way or the other? No, I can't, because I know that with every silly comment that's made that causes the market to run down, that's an opportunity for me to get in and buy at a discount or buy the dip or get stocks that I had looked at and said, dang, I missed out on that one. Man, I can't believe I didn't get in that stock. Look at where it's at now. And then you go, whoa, market correction, baby. Look at the retest of that stock and be able to get in and buy some, knowing that it's going to go back up. It's going to continue on this trend. And it's funny because one of our Discord members was asking me some questions today. New trader, new to investing, was saying, "Hey, like, what do I do seeing Nvidia and seeing Palantir and seeing, AMD and SoFi, all these stocks that are already sort of up, Rocket Labs at over $40 a share. Who would have known that a few months ago, right? Is it worth getting in and investing in those now?" So I'm going to make a video about that specifically, but the answer is simply yes. If you do your due diligence, if you do your homework, if you understand the support and resistance levels, if you understand candlestick patterns, you know your entry and exit points, you know where to get in and you know when to get out, you know where you're being too greedy, and you know when take profit is the right time, even though you could take profit and have a stock continue to run up the rest of the day after you took profit. The blessing was, hey, you were in the green, you took profit, and you're going to have another wash rinse opportunity when it does drop back down or some bad news or sentiment behind the stock causes it to go down. Okay? Soapbox for average Joe day trader. Man, you got Josh on a soapbox right now. And I'm going to get off that soapbox because I want to talk to you about results. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. And please, guys, know that I'm passionate about this. I want you to be successful. I want you to get rich. I want you to make money and wealth to your retirement. Because guess what? That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm here. Is because I want to be able to have input in what my retirement and what my future looks like with my family, with my wife. You know, to be able to travel the world and not stress about where I'm spending my money or what I'm spending my money on, and to basically not have to worry about that financial freedom, which all of us want. That's why I'm here, guys. So hopefully you're all here with me on that as well. But let's look at the S&P 500. So you're going to see that last night, okay, the S&P 500 launched. And what we learned from this launch last night, going in the 24-hour market from about 624.01 up to a wick high of 627.25, is that what drove that? Let me see if I can find it quickly in here. was NVIDIA. NVIDIA drove this run. Look, boom, I literally switched the chart. And what did you see? Let me do that again. There's SPY, there's NVIDIA. It's identical. The only difference is that NVIDIA last night continued running up in this 24-hour market where the SPY was like, nope, going back down. But it did turn course correct and continue on a run up. Either way, nice result. They both landed up at about the same place last night. But this just goes to show you, if you haven't heard me talk about the S&P 500, and it's over 500 companies, there's about 514 tickers, and 157 of those are specifically tech type stocks where I live, where I love to trade, that drive this market. The Magnificent Seven: Google, Amazon, um, you know, Nvidia. Okay, these are the big ones that run and drive the S&P 500, and that's what happened. Nvidia had this amazing news that drove the market, and the news we had was specific to some things happening in China, some release of me able to do some things in China. And anyway, that's what caused the S&P 500 to run last night. Then we get into the day, and you see that it ran up through the pre-market, and then it literally just spent most of the day on a downward trend to $621.11 bottom, closed at 622.14, sitting right now at 621.45. And I'm not an options trader, but most of the guys in one of the discords that I'm belong to are talking about nothing but calls. And hey, listen, you've got to play that risk, as you know how. I don't ever recommend anybody that doesn't do options jump in and do options trading, but that's what they're saying right now is potentially there's some call opportunity based on the S&P 500 results today. Let's go quickly through the average Joe day trade stocks itself. Now, these are the ones that are not on the list 100% because these are the ones that I look at every day along with the best day trade stocks list. So let's just go through real quick. You see Ford had a hard drop today. SoundHound had a hard drop, some recovery mid-afternoon, not too bad. Remember, I'm on the 15-minute chart, but a pretty good afternoon. Drop back down with a lot of news going on. And Trump is right now at the AI Energy Conference talking about that. Apparently, Congress was able to block the bill about cryptocurrency, so that didn't go over very well. But anyway, GTX, not a fan today. Serve Robotics, kind of all over itself, but had a good midday opportunity to grow, just like SoundHound did. APLD, I'm just going to tell you, APLD did beautifully today. Pre-market, $9.61 ran all the way to $10.25. This is one of the best days we've had for APLD in a while. Did retest and come back a little bit, hoping that it continues through the post and 24-hour market into the morning. We'll see. Cemex Sab had a kind of a run down. BBAI, another one that had a nice run today. Very excited about this as well. $6.68, bottomed out. Got almost to a wick high here, $7.17. What a nice day for BBAI. IM Gold kind of dropped. Midday recovery, just like the rest of them. SLDB, not so much. Not so much, and had some really strange stuff going on in the middle of the night. And then Grab, this is the Korean Uber, basically food delivery, opened up. Nice run this morning. If you got in it first thing, you could have been in it at about, let's see, $5.04 and ran it up to a wick high, $5.18. And Wolf, WULF, had again also that midday opportunity for some nice run, but again, not one that I traded in today. My winners were BBAI, APLD, and some other stocks that I've been looking at and trading in. Oklo had a hard run down in the morning, but gave back some this afternoon. Good chance to make money there. ASTS, nothing but up run today, guys. This was the winner. Nothing but up run, and it's still sitting in a horizontal pattern at a $51 roughly after market. Pretty good. HIMS, discounted, guys. Discounted. I'm going to be looking at this to see what it does in the pre-market. 24 hours, see in the morning, 4 a.m. what it's going to look like. But a good chance to get into HIMS. This has been a winner for a while, and it had a nice high, 53.30, sitting at $50, guys. SMR, also a nice run up today, coming back down. QUBT, I love QUBT just like I like QBTS, although QBTS dropped off my list. QUBT, nice opportunity potentially to get that back run up. We're at a high of 1936, sitting at $17.80 right now. Run, it ran. Really nice up and then down. Again, nice opportunity for some discount. We talked about APLD. TMC also, TMC, here's the thing about TMC. Let me just share this with you real quick. TMC was one that was literally a dollar. Okay. And look what it's done in the days and running up. And is there more room for TMC? Look, I think so. It's creating this nice, saucer, cup towards the handle. We'll see if that continues, but a good opportunity on TMC. Don't take that as financial advice, but I'm keeping an eye on it. BBAI, already shared that with you guys. PL Planet Labs had another beautiful run day, nice. And NVTS, I'm going to tell you, last night I wanted to buy NVTS. I let it go. I didn't. I was in too many things already. But man, I'm kicking myself now. $5.90, $5.89 low, sitting at $6.20, had a high of $6.51 today. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Mid-price ones, Rocket Labs, like I said, man, look at this. $45 and 48 cents high, sitting at 44.55 right now. A lot of people are talking about how Rocket Lab is going to continue to run. And if Elon Musk, if Elon Musk doesn't get his stuff together and SpaceX falls off the trail, trust me, Rocket Labs is going to step in. Ionic, not so much today. CCL had some opportunities to make some money, very small, not as volatile, but it did drop, sitting at 28.97 right now. Intel also had a hard drop, but again, maybe look at it as a discount. You got to look at your support and resistance levels. It's below this support level now, so it's on an upswing turn. If it breaks back through this $23 resistance level, potentially it's going to continue back up where it was. And SoFi, I doubled down. I've got about 200 shares in SoFi now. I love SoFi. It's long term. I know one day I'm going to be looking back and going, thank you. I'm glad I did. Anyway, the last ones we have are the high dollar movers. Tesla had a bit of a run down today. Amazon, all over the place, but some opportunity in and out. Apple, a lot of talk about Apple. Did run up from about 208 to about 211.64. Not too bad, but dropped down now. So consider your position there. Google, everyone's talking about Google, saying it's getting ready to explode. And there's a very good possibility Google's going to run at $182 now. Pretty expensive. NVIDIA also ran up. AMD had a bit of a run and went horizontal. Palantir, I'm in Palantir long term. This is my retirement, one of my retirement stocks. Had a nice morning up. We'll see what happens with it. Hood, again, broke that $100 barrier, 101.26. Guys, it keeps in this channel up and down, up and down. Potentially, it's going to break through that resistance level over $100 and keep going. We'll see when it does, especially with all the crypto. But obviously, not happy with the crypto news because look at this hard drop when we didn't get the crypto bill passed. SMCI, nice run up today. Guys, if you're brand new here and you're a first time being in the channel, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. We are so happy to have you here. Guys, we are almost 1,000 strong in subscribers for the Average Joe Day Trader channel. Thank you for being here. What a blessing it is. I love putting out this content for you. I hope you guys, and based on the increase in the number of subscribers, that you guys are making money. I hope you are. I am too. And also the Discord, if you want to join the Discord, free, where we just have a group of great people communicating about what's going on in the stock market, what's going on in the news. Feel free to go down to the description, click the link, join the Discord. We're happy to have you. We're still building this Discord, so they're still mostly chatting and having some talks. We'll get to the point where we do some live streaming and things like that down the road, but grab your place, get in with us. Meet the people that are already in there from all over the world, which is totally awesome. We have a gentleman from Austria. We have someone from Berlin. We have someone from Brazil. We have some from India. We have a lot from the United States, North Carolina, Colorado, New Jersey, and hey, right here, Florida, baby. Happy to have you guys. Click the link, join the Discord, free invite, get in while you can. At a certain point, it's going to be shut down, and people will be charged to get into this community. Guys, have a great night. See you on the next one. Look forward to the 4 a.m., what the market does in the morning. See you tomorrow. Josh out. Peace.